स्मृति जसोरिया। कौन है स्मृति जसोरिया? अभी आपने स्मृति जसोरिया का सिर्फ एक टैलेंट देखा, डांसिंग, बट बियॉन्ड डांसिंग शी हैज आल्सो क्लियर सीडीएस, एफकैट एंड शी हैज अ ग्रेट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल। अभी आप इनसे मुलाकात करोगे इंटरव्यू रूम में, जो कि विंग कमांडर राजन कृष्णमूर्ति जी का है। वो इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर रह चुके हैं एएफएस में, फर्स्ट एएफएस भी देहरादून में। और यही नहीं, इनके इस टेन्योर में 30,000 से ज़्यादा इंटरव्यू लिए हैं प्लस, एंड ही हैज एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ बीइंग अ ट्रांसपोर्ट पायलट टू। ही इज अमेजिंग। सो इनके इंटरव्यू रूम में जाने से पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये अभी आफ्पा में सर्व कर रहे हैं। आफ्पा अगर आपने कभी कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश की है, इट्स हार्ड टू कांटेक्ट, बट इसका रीजन है क्योंकि ये अपना ओन रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देते हैं एसएसबी में रिकमेंडेशन का। लास्ट ईयर में 67 रिकमेंडेशन एनडीए में देते हैं और इस साल 70। अपने आप में एक खुद की मतलब स्क्वाड्रन, बात समझ रहे हो? अगर आप 400 बच्चे सेलेक्ट हो रहे हैं और 70 बच्चे एक ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जा रहे हैं, तो ये बहुत बड़ा नंबर है। ऑलमोस्ट यू हैव टेकन द 1/4 सीट्स बाय वन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओनली। मतलब आफ्पा के द्वारा यहाँ से ऑलमोस्ट 1/4 सीट जा रही है। और इसी वजह से यहाँ पर जो बुकिंग्स आप देखते हैं ना, वो 2-2 महीने चली जाती हैं। कि 2-2 महीने तक वेट करना पड़ता है अगर आपको एसएसबी की यहाँ पर ट्रेनिंग लेनी है। और यही कारण है। आफ्पा में कांटेक्ट करने के लिए मैंने आपके लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दिया है, आप वहां जाके क्लिक कर सकते हो। आफ्पा की खास बात ही है, इसलिए लोअर फेवरेट है क्यों? क्योंकि आफ्पा एक्चुअल एनवायरनमेंट प्रोवाइड कराता है जो एक्चुअल एसएसबी में होता है। इस एनवायरनमेंट से बच्चे कई बार पास होते हैं, तो उनको फैमिलियरिटी हो जाती है, उनको अपनी वीकनेसेस मिल जाती हैं। जैसे शीशे में अपनी शक्ल देखने में अपनी कमियां दिख जाती हैं, वैसे इनको यहाँ पर अपनी वीकनेस दिख जाती हैं। इसलिए ही आफ्पा फेवरेट बनता चला गया और आज यही कारण है कि 2 महीने तक बुकिंग के लिए वेट करना पड़ता है। अभी आज आपकी मुलाकात होगी विंग कमांडर राजन कृष्णमूर्ति सर से इनके इंटरव्यू रूम में, जहां पर स्मृति होंगी, अ वेरी टैलेंटेड गर्ल। और क्या होगा वहां पर, लेट्स सी।
Okay, Smriti, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
Sir, I'm coming from Jaipur.
And what are you doing now?
Sir, I'm an educator at a YouTube platform, and in my other time, I prepare for my competitive exams like CDS and AFCAT and CAPF, and that's what I do.
Why are you only interested in defense related career plans? Why not other career plans?
Sir, because I think this is the best opportunity for me to grab right now, and this is why I think that I will be going towards this only.
Okay, so how did you get motivated to come for defense? Why not some other field?
So first of all, back when I was in class 10th, I joined a coaching institute, and there one day, a lady lieutenant came as a lecturer, and she presented a 1 hour video and speech to all the people, to all the students, including me, those who were present there. The way she was standing, her aura, her personality, she had tomboy cut hair, and she was standing in a salwar suit. She gave all this presentation. She told us, she made us saw the videos of the training she went through. That was the first instant that I was motivated towards doing this thing. That yes, if a lady can stand in front of all of these people, so confident and so bold and yet so beautiful, I also want to do this thing. Then I researched more about in this field, and then one day I broke it to my parents that yes, I want to join the defense forces, and they were also very supportive of it, because I, as a middle class family, I think that this is one of the best ways to serve the nation and bring dignity and pride. So they also were very supportive.
So you're going through AFCAT entry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the full form of AFCAT?
Air Force Common Admission Test.
Okay. And apart from AFCAT, which are the other entries where you can possibly go into defense?
Sir, it is CDS OTA, women entry, and so for me, these are the only eligibilities that I can go to.
Okay. Which other possibilities are there where you are not eligible to
Sir,
come into defense?
NCC entry, JAG entry, NDA now. NDA is also for women, and
No, at your present age of 20 and a half years, which are the other entries where probably you are not eligible, but there are still other entries?
sir, AFCAT technical entry, NCC entry, and JAG entry, and
JAG and
SSC non-tech, through which engineering also there is one possibility.
Okay, okay, very good. How do you study for AFCAT written examination?
So there are a lot of ways now to study on YouTube. There are a lot of channels and Unacademy platforms and Byju's. They all have free courses also that are available, and reasoning and mathematics, all those through videos only that I covered. And
And how much marks did you get in AFCAT?
pardon, sir,
How much marks did you get in AFCAT?
169.
One. Do you think that you have performed to your full capacity or you could have performed better?
Sir, I definitely could have performed better. I feel that my mathematics is a little weak, and I could not study and I could not perform well in mathematics. Out of the 20 questions that came in this exam, I could only answer the 10 questions. And if I could have answered the remaining 10 questions, so I could have scored 30 marks more.
I see that you've gone for some SSB before also. Can you tell me your experience and which all areas where you possibly could not perform?
Sir, my previous SSB experience was wonderful. I could learn from it a lot. There were three major areas that I could have performed better in those. Number one was psych. My stories could have been a little more structured and organized. And number second was I could have performed well in my GTO. My command task was not up to the mark. And number three was in personal interview. I believe that I could have answered more confidently the questions that were asked to me.
Okay. So this time that you are coming to the AFCAT entry SSB, how do you think that you performed or you are prepared much better than the last time? In which all areas you are prepared better? How?
Sir, I think that practice makes a man perfect, and I have practiced. Since I analyzed my earlier performance, I wrote down it in a list, and then I practiced all those fields that I think that were not up to the mark for my recommendation in an SSB, and then I practiced this again and again, and I think I will perform better this time.
Okay, very much Smriti. Tell me, what does your name Smriti mean?
So Smriti means in the memory of something. It's a Hindi word, and it means that
So your name has been bestowed on you on memory of whom?
it's no one. My mother liked this name a lot, so she named me Smriti.
Okay, very good. So Smriti, I've gone through your PIQ in detail. However, we shall talk more about you in far more greater details. Okay.
Yes.
So you start by telling me about your education from 10th standard onwards till the present level. So I shall be interested to know about the subject which you have chosen after class 10 for your further studies. What are your career options available to you apart from defense? Tell me about your games and extracurricular activities that you have played in school as well as in college. What were your achievements in them? Tell me about your teachers, those whom you like very much, those whom you do not like. Tell me about your friend circle, who are your closest friends, and any other problems you faced in your education. Okay? Start.
So, sir, I completed my 10th standard in 2016 from St. Xavier School, Jaipur, with a 95% score. Then I completed my 12th standard from the same school, that is St. Xavier Senior Secondary School, Jaipur, in 2018 with 91.8% marks. And I chose the subjects arts, in which there were subjects like political science, economics, entrepreneurship, English, and history. Then in my graduation, I completed my graduation in 2021 from Metri College, Delhi University, and I did my honors in political science. And after this, apart from defense, all the options that I have is either to do PhD in political science and become a lecturer or a professor in a reputed university, or pursue for masters in a different stream and then get some job according to the stream. um, all the games and other co-curricular activities that I have took part in the school were first of all athletics. I am a fast runner, so I used to represent my house and my school in the district level competitions, and in 4 into 100 meters relay race plus 100 meters and 200-meter race. And I also used to do swimming and play badminton, but did not represent school or colleges did not take part in any competitions. Those were only for my recreational purpose. Secondly, my teacher that was my favorite was Miss Sujita ma'am. She was my class 12th standard English school teacher, and she was my favorite because she was very communicable and approachable, and she let me love the language a lot, and due to her only my conversation skills improved with time. And I have a group of I have a large circle of friends because of my amicable nature, but the closest from all of them is Mehak. She is my college friend from Delhi, and we have a great bond together because we have spent a lot of time together, as she is also a dancer, so we have a lot of common interests together. And I have never faced any difficulties in financing my education, as my parents have financed it till here.
Okay, Smriti,
Yes.
that was very nicely covered.
Yes.
Okay, I have some questions for you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so shall I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So, even though you got percent in your class 11, why did you go for arts? Why not go for commerce or science?
Sir, back then I was clear in my mind that I have to do some competitive exams, or I have to clear that only. And like my father and all my parents wanted me to give UPSC exams and become that I should become a collector or IAS officer. And this is why I thought that I have no particular interest in any science or maths field. So let's go for arts because that will help me more when I cover my subjects in competitive exams.
Do you think that only people who take arts clear UPSC and not from science?
No, sir, that is not the case. But
If maximum number of people from technology cover clear UPSC exam and not from arts, then what is your opinion on that?
yes, sir, I very well agree with you. But as I said, that I had no particular interest in any subjects in science or mathematics or accounts. So then I thought that yes, arts will also be helpful for me in any subjects that I prepare for government exams. So I took arts.
Okay. So tell me, why did you come to Delhi University from Jaipur? Why did you not take admission in Jaipur itself for BA?
Sir, as I was interested in dance a lot, and in Delhi or Mumbai, there is a huge scope for learning these cultural things like dance and singing and everything. So, in Delhi University, also, there's a great feeling of competitiveness among the societies of the university colleges, and in that, I could grow a lot. And as well as, I personally feel that whenever you are with your family, you are in a shell and you cannot grow exponentially and drastically as you can grow by living on your own. So I think that it is necessary for every student to get out of the shell once in a while, and this is why I opted for Delhi University.
So you wanted to run away from your parents and freak out in Delhi.
No, sir.
No.
I just wanted to grow and see that what can I do on my own.
So you did so much of dancing that your percentage in graduation dropped to 63.
Yes, sir.
Why was that so?
Sir, we as a team in college used to practice for 10 to 12 hours a day. From 8 in the morning to 5 p.m. or sometimes 7, 8 p.m. in the evening. And there is like continuous 3 months of fest season in University of Delhi, when every day there's a competition for you to go. And then we used to practice, and we could not attend classes at that time. So that was
You
the
started taking classes.
no,
How
sir.
much did you count classes in your graduation?
Sir, the university themselves used to give us the admit card, and they did not have any problem for us to miss classes. They just wanted that 1 month prior to the examinations, you need to attend your classes and go to the teachers. Otherwise, the university also felt very proud that we are bringing laurels to them. So they also supported it. That was not bunking classes, that was just taking out time. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now that you finished your graduation in 2021, you're out of university.
Yes, sir.
Why going for PhD in BA? Why is that becoming your career plans? Why not going to some other field?
Sir, I am not applying for PhD because I do not want to become a professor or lecturer. I
That your career plans are to become PhD sometime back.
No, sir. I'm sorry if I said it wrong, but I meant that those are the career options available for me. These are not my plans. These are the options that can be available for me apart from defense forces. And
What is the difference between career options available to you and your career plans? They are two different things.
sir, options are those that are like in front of me, and plan will be that one that I pick for me as my future, for my future.
So you will pick up your career plans from the options available, nothing else.
Of course, sir.
Then why are you picking? Why are you not picking up PhD from the options available to you? You are saying that you're not going to pick up that.
Yes, sir.
What's the with PhD?
Sir, because I do not want to become a professor or lecturer. I do not want the mundane life of that 9 to 5 and go to the job and teach students and come back.
Okay. Then what is your plan then? What are your other career plans available to you apart from defense?
Sir, I want to pursue masters in mass communication and journalism, and through that, I want, if not defense, that I'm opting for, through the master's degree, I can go to abroad and then do travel journalism. So that is my plan, if not defense forces.
So how are you going to achieve your plan? Tell me, in which colleges will you try to take admission, and how are you going to take admission in that?
Sir, in the coming 2 months, like in July and June, the admissions for the next semesters will open up, and I am planning to take admission in the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, which is in Delhi only, or Savitribai Phule University in Pune. Those are the best colleges for doing mass communication and journalism, and they are 2-year courses for masters in the mass communication and journalism field. And after, when I complete my masters, then I will be thinking of taking further jobs in this field.
Tell me, among all the journalists who are available nowadays, who is the best one which you favor and why?
Sir, I don't have any particular name in my mind, which is
You don't see any journalist only?
sir,
In a
I
journalistic
definitely
line?
watch news, but
Okay.
no, none that I have in mind right now.
Then who's your motivation for becoming a journalist? Suppose journalist may be a very dangerous job also. Like there are many journalists who are covering in, away from India.
Yes, sir.
Won't it be dangerous to you to go there?
Sir, I haven't thought it through, like about this, but
In case you become a journalist and your in a very difficult situation, reporting from a very difficult, it's dangerous also. Will your parents allow you?
Yes, sir.
How come?
Because,
Because you never told them about that at all.
sir, because obviously they are my parents and they have seen that much, so they know that this all can happen in this field also. But there is nothing that they will stop me from doing, because they are also supportive of me of joining the forces. And this is the biggest risk. Risk wali job that is present in the country. So if they are
Why?
supportive of that, then they can.
Police is a far greater risk than defense personnel. No, don't you think so?
It is
They are in the front line, so isn't it?
yes, sir. Matlab,
Yes. You agree or don't agree?
sir, I think that it's not comparable. Like one is more at risk or another one is less at risk. They all are one of the components of the risk jobs that are available.
Okay. So you feel that journalism is not a very risky job?
Sir, I don't think that there is, but we can say that there is risk in nothing. Like there is risk present in every field that you go to. It is just the way how you tackle it and how you manage it. And as I want to go in a field which is different from the risk going field in journalism. As I said earlier, that I want to do travel journalism. Like I want to travel abroad and then file documentaries and do stuff like that, so that I am able to move to new places and do something adventurous.
Places abroad where you want to go? Examples?
Pardon, sir?
Examples of some places abroad that you want to go?
Sir, like moving to new cities like Venice and Spain and France, Paris, European countries, and knowing their cultures, their religious ethnicity, and their food, their life, and recording those documenting them, all of this.
That's very nice. Good. Why not India journalism? India has also got a lot of tourist places, no?
Yes,
You
sir,
don't have to
definitely.
go somewhere in India. Why only abroad?
Sir, of course, India will be the first and foremost priority. But as abroad, you asked the places in abroad, so that I mentioned.
Okay, fine. Tell me something about the games which you have played, especially badminton. You have written badminton in your PIQ.
Sir, not as in professionally or that I have learned it anywhere or I have represented anyone in my school or my college or anywhere. I've just played it during my summer vacations in the gully or with my friends, like recreationally, as a
You
pastime.
play badminton with a ball, isn't it? What is that ball called?
Cock.
Why is it called as cock? Why not ball?
So because it's not a ball, it's a cock.
What do you mean by cock? Explain to me. What is it made up of?
Sir, there is the tip of the cock is made of cork only, I think, and the rest is feather.
Why? Why should there be feather?
Sir, to keep it lightweight so that it goes here and there in the air.
Okay. Is that the reason or some other reason is there? Huh?
Sir, just to give it a direction in the forward push.
Very good. To give it a direction. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Who are the famous players of badminton in India?
I don't know, sir.
Never seen badminton. It's one of my favorite games.
No, sir.
So you have done swimming. What type of swimming you have done?
Sir, for breaststroke and freestyle.
Okay. What is the dimensions of the swimming pool? Length and breadth?
No idea, sir.
Okay. Who are the famous swimmers of India? Okay, of the world? World?
Sir, I've studied it before, but I cannot recall it now.
Okay. What are the different strokes which are there? What do you mean by medley in swimming? There's something called as medley.
Medley. I don't know, sir.
No. It's very famous word in medley in swimming. No, I keep on hearing it all the time when I'm watching swimming. I also don't know what is medley. Can you tell me?
I don't know, sir.
Not a problem. Okay. So you also have done some athletic thing in yours.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how was India's performance in Olympic Games, which was held last year? How many medals India has won? Who won the medals and which discipline?
Sir, India won 7 medals in total in Tokyo Olympics 2020, and in athletics field, this was the first time that Neeraj Chopra won gold in the um, disc. I can't remember the name.
No problem. And other medals?
Other medals by Lavlina Borogan in boxing, and um, there was 2 weightlifters that got us the medal. Indian hockey team also, the male Indian hockey team also brought us medal. And
Medal?
pardon, sir?
What medal did the hockey team win? Silver?
No, sir, bronze.
Bronze.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So you're doing a lot of dance work, isn't it? Dancing. Which are the different forms of dance in India? Can you name some?
Sir, in India also we can.
Other than classical dance.
Pardon, sir?
One is a classical form of dancing, another is a non-classical. Both, can you tell me the names?
Sir, there are 2 types of dances majorly. One is classical and one is folk dance. So in India, there are a lot of folk dance according to the cultural places. Like there is Ghumar in Rajasthan, Bhangra or Gidda in Punjab, and Lavani in Maharashtra. In such a way, there are classical dance forms also like Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, Kathak, and yes, sir, these are the more.
So have you learned the Western form of dance? Why not Indian form of dance?
Sir, I know how to do Indian form of dance. I know how to do Kathak, and I also know my state dances like Ghumar and Matka dance. But I haven't learned them professionally. Like for Kathak, you need to do 7 years of training in from any of the gharanas. Lucknow Gharana is one of the major gharanas, and
And in the Western form of dance which you have done, which are the ones which are there, namely?
sir, I have performed many styles of Western dance such as hip hop and urban and house and Afro, contemporary and jazz, and I have performed all these styles.
Okay. So in these dance forms you have performed in when you were in college, in which platform?
Sir, national level also, there used to happen different competitions in the college fests. Those were national level competitions in IIT Delhi or IIT Mumbai, IIT Kanpur. We've been to all these competitions. Also, the private competitions that the universities and colleges took place. Those were the competitions that we participated in.
Okay, that's very nice. Good. So you're vice president of the college dance team.
Yes.
What is the major job of a vice president college dance team?
Sir, we used to have a team of 20 to 30 members at once, and the major job of the vice president of the team was to ensure that the practices are taking place on time and to keep the members in the team lively and happy, because due to 10 hours of practice a day, the students, the juniors, used to feel that we'll leave the team and we cannot do it anymore. So keep the enthusiasm and zeal strong and lively in the team. We leaders used to do a lot of work, also to organize competitions.
Let us say that you are going for a competition.
Yes.
Okay, you have got a team of maybe 15 people
Yes, sir.
and going to another state. You find that when you land up in that particular state, two of your team members become sick.
Yes, sir.
What will you do?
Sir, we will first of all give the both of the members proper medications so that they are feeling better. Also, then we will change the positions and we will manage from the leftover team members. And then
Okay,
since
all sick. So 4 of them have gone out of 15. You're left with only 11.
yes, sir. So then the proper we will give the all the members the proper medications, and then it's a 8-minute dance that we have to perform. So we will motivate them so that they can dance for 8 minutes, and then after the competition,
Why will you not inform your college that so many people are sick? Because you're out of your college, in a new state.
yes, sir.
Shouldn't you do that first to inform your college back that some problem has happened?
Sir, actually, the colleges are not responsible for anything that has happened away from the college. So they are not in touch with us when we go to any competitions and all. We are up to our own only.
Okay. Now, how do you get fund to go up and down?
So the colleges provide us the fund. Like in the starting of the year, they sanction
How do you
us.
know if the college is not responsible or aware of some problem happens to their team, because you're representing the college, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So how do you make this thing that they're not bothered or something like that? Why should they not be bothered?
So because they sanction us the funds, and whatever happens in their college is their responsibility. Otherwise, they say that it is up to your own, that whichever colleges fest you want to attend, you have to go to, and the people that are in your society, all of this is taken care of by the student body only.
So if some members of your team get sick or something and you're out of station, shouldn't you as a vice president inform their parents or something like that?
Sir, informing parents will only make the parents worry about the situation, and
So you will have this main fact from the parents that their wards are sick or something like that?
so it's not hiding. It's just
Misinformation. Forgetful.
no, sir. Sir, it's tackling the problem on our own. If that thing becomes more serious, then of course we will inform the parents.
So being falling sick is not serious.
Pardon, sir?
4 members out of 15 falling sick in an outstation. You think it's not serious?
Sir, falling sick, then if it's a fever, then it can be cured from a little painkillers or medicines, and going to the doctor.
So if you contracted COVID, still you will keep quiet.
Pardon?
You never know. Let us say that 4 out of the 11, 15 people have got COVID,
Yes, sir.
and then you are not aware that they have got COVID because you have not told anybody.
No, sir. Then we will inform their parents that
But you are
yes,
not expert
something
on this
serious
because you
happened.
have just said that it's a normal fever.
Sir, we will.
Okay, no problem. Understood. Okay, let us. So that was about your education, other activities. Suppose you now tell me about your family background. Okay, tell
Yes.
me about your father, mother, other members of your family, including grandparents, brothers and sisters, their education in detail, occupation in detail. How do you all spend time together at home? What are the activities at home in which you are personally involved? If you have any problems, whom do you go for help? Tell me about your neighborhood friends. How do you spend time with them? What all activities you do? If you got any pocket money in your school, what did you do with that? And if you didn't get any pocket money, how are you managing your monetary requirements?
So, sir, I have my father and my mother and my younger sister. I have my grandmother. My grandfather passed away recently during the COVID times only. And apart from them, I have a joint family of 18 members. But coming to my father, he has done his MCom and he is a businessman. My mother has done BA and she is also a businesswoman. My sister is still in class 10 standard and she is a student. And all of the activities that I am involved in my home is that whenever there are payments of any bills or going to the bank or spending time with my sister, helping her in her studies, or daily chores with my mother, as if she needs help in the kitchen or cleaning the room or doing something, or my grandmother needs some money, or maybe some help to buy her medicines or anything, that I help in my house. And whenever there is a problem, so there is no specific person that I reach to. One anyone who is available to me, my mother or my father, I go to them, and then my problem, I discuss it with them and they solve it. And yes, sir.
Okay. You don't get any pocket money in your school or college?
Yes, sir. So there was no fixed pocket money as such that I used to get. Whenever I had some picnic or trips to go, or any books that I needed or anything, I used to ask it from my parents that I need this money for this work, and they used to give it to me. So there was no fixed amount that I used to get.
Okay. So if you did not get any pocket money, how do you manage to stay in Delhi away from your parents?
Sir, at the beginning of the month, my father used to transfer the rent of the PG and some extra money into my bank account. And if that money used to be spent and all, then I used to ask him that now I don't have any money left, so please transfer this amount. So he used to transfer it to me.
Okay. So when you were in Delhi and staying in your PG,
Yes.
describe your monthly expenditure and what all areas where you spend, how much did you spend money?
Sir, so first of all, my rent that used to go, that was 7,000 rupees. It did not include electricity or the food expenses. My tiffin used to come, so the tiffin used to cost 3,000 per month. So and my traveling expense from Delhi, from my PG to my college, and whenever I used to go to the competitions, so that also took extra money. And other than that, whenever, if I am going to my friend's birthday party or buying something from that, or my stationery from college, or any papers or books that I need, so those were the areas that I used to spend in.
So apart from your rent, PG rent and your meals, which is 3,000 rupees, and you're going up and down to your college, which was another 2,000 to 12,000, how much more money were you spending per month?
So 3,000 to 4,000, that was the maximum. Like, I used to get 15 to 18,000 per month for my entire expenditure.
Okay. So when you were staying in Delhi, you said that your closest friend was Mehak.
Yes, sir.
Why only one friend? You did not make more friends in your college?
Sir, I have a lot of friends, but as you asked that who is your closest among them all, so she was Mehak.
You can be more closest friend, no?
There can be, but there is one.
There is only one. What are the qualities which are similar between you and Mehak?
Sir, the qualities that are similar between both of us are that we are very lively. Like, we can make friends. We can make a lot of friends in whenever we are in a new place. We have that friendly nature between us. So, and secondly, that we both are very confident. Uh, she was the president of the society and I was the vice president. So
Okay.
we used to spend a lot of time together discussing our problems and discussing the problems of the team and solving it together. So that made our bond a little stronger.
Okay. What are the qualities which are dissimilar between you and Mehak? Not same.
Sir, one is that she used to get very nervous while going on the stage, and I, on the other hand, got very excited while going on the stage. So we used to compliment each other by that. And secondly, that she is very calm on reacting to some situations. And other than that, I, on the other hand, used to speak a lot, tend to speak a lot sometimes. So we used to compliment each other on that also. So these were the qualities that were different in both of us.
Okay. Tell me what type of business your father and mother both are doing. Describe that business to me.
Sir, my father is a businessman and he has a wholesale and retail chain of toys and gifts and games. And my mother is has a small scale business. She makes homemade soaps and homemade candles at home only, and then she sells it.
Okay. So which business do you like more, your father's business or mother's business?
So there's no specific liking towards any of it. They both are doing great jobs at whatever they're doing.
Okay. So let us say that from next month onwards, that is May onwards, your father tells you that Niti, you have to look after my business. I'm going on leave, 50, for 2 months. And from 1st May onwards, the business gets handed over to you. What will you do?
Sir, I will take on the responsibility that my father has given to me, and there are 4 to 5 workers at our shop that are there. So yes, I will be handling all the work at the shop, and since there is a catalog that is there available that which states what is the price of every product that is there, so according to that I will handle and visit the customers and manage the shop.
If you get into trouble, what will you do?
Sir,
Or
then,
if you know something,
then I will contact my father and then I will ask him that this is the problem. So please suggest any measures to help it, and then he'll help me, and then I will solve the problem.
okay, very good. So if I ask your father to describe you, how will he describe you?
Sir, I think that he will describe me as his son that can do anything.
Why can't daughters do many things?
Sir,
Why are you so underconfident that daughters can't do? Why only son?
sir, I am very confident that a girl can do anything that a boy can do, but sometimes he shared this with me once that I thought that I do not have any son, so who will take over my business and who will do this for me and that for me. And then when I grew up, he groomed me in such a way that I can do anything. So he says that I am very proud of you, and that you are well capable to do anything now. And so he like relies on me for everything now. For there was one thing that we had to get a patta for the new space that we were buying. So for that he sent me to JDA on my own, that go to JDA and do this work, and all the formal and legal things you will only have to manage on your own. And then I went there on in JDA for 5 times, and then I completed that task on my own.
And what are the 2 areas where he would like you to improve more?
Sir, he would like me or I would like myself?
No, he would like you to improve.
Sir, the 2 areas are, one is that he wants me to be less gullible, as I trust in people very easily. And another area is he wants me to improve in my knowledge of other things that are happening in my surroundings.
Example?
Suppose the current affairs knowledge. So he believes that I am a little weak in that, and I should be studying or reading about it a little more.
Okay. Is he happy with your performance in college? You got only 63%.
He was not happy, but he was satisfied with the other achievements that I got in my college. So he was happy. He was satisfied with that. You have managed well with all your things, and with performing in so many places and colleges and doing so much of physical hard work, you have done satisfactorily well.
So if you join defense, especially Air Force, who's going to manage your father's business? That will go waste.
Sir, he is managing that very well right now.
Okay.
Yes.
But let us say he was to go on a holiday and you come and join defense. Now who's going to manage that?
So then my younger sister, she is also getting prepared.
But is she capable now to join the business?
Sir, since there is also a joint family, so there are a lot of members in my family to handle the business.
Okay. If I ask your mother what are the two areas where she would like you to improve, what will she tell me?
Sir, number one is the same, that she also believes that I am a gullible person and I should not easily trust people. And second is she believes that I am very talkative, so I should speak less.
Okay. So you are whose favorite, mother or father?
I am both's favorite.
Both favorite. And what about your sister? She's favorite of whom, mother or father?
Sir, actually both of my parents say that जैसे दो आंखें होती है दोनों ही इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट होती है वैसे ही तुम दोनों हो हमारे लिए.
Okay. What type of advice will you give to your sister since she is just about completed 10th standard regarding her career plans?
Sir, she does not think, she hasn't thought about it as of now about what she will do after her 12th standard, but she is not very well in academics and she has no interest in pursuing academics as her career. She is also a dancer and she would like to go professionally into dancing. So I have made her join classes of dance in Jaipur only right now, and whenever she graduates from her school, then I will make sure that she does professional training in dancing from Delhi or Mumbai.
Okay, very good. So since you want to come to Air Force now, okay,
Yes, sir.
and leave army, since you last time you went to army, this time you're coming to Air Force.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, what is the basic structure of Air Force or basic structure of army? Anyone?
Sir, like the commands or the squadrons and wings and that.
Yes, squadrons and wings.
Sir, I am not sure of that.
What about army?
Sir,
Brigades and something is also there.
yes, sir, there is, but I am not able to recall it right now.
Okay. Okay. Where are the commands of Air Force located?
Sir, there are 7 commands. The southern one is located in Thiruvananthapuram, eastern one is located in Shillong, central one is located in Allahabad, and
Oh.
western one is located in Delhi. The southwestern is located.
Okay. Tell me, there is some concept which is coming of theatre commands nowadays.
Sir, there is.
How is it different from the present existing ones?
Sir, the theaterization of commands is to group all the separate commands into one command. There will be, I think, 3 or 4 commands. I'm not sure.
So you mean to say that theaterization will stop the existing command and establish new ones?
No, sir.
Then
Sir,
what is the purpose of that?
Sir, I'm not sure.
You are not sure. Okay. Who is the chief of the Air Force, chief of Army, chief of Navy?
Sir, Chief of Air Force is Air Chief Marshal Vikram VR VR Chaudhary, and Chief of Army is General Manoj Mukund Narwane, and Chief of Navy I can't remember. Sir.
So we have the chief of Air Force rank is Air Chief Marshal. No?
Yes, sir.
Tell me all the ranks below that, starting from Air Chief Marshal in descending order.
Okay. Air Chief Marshal, then there is Air Marshal, then Air Vice Marshal, then Air Commodore, then Group Captain, then Wing Commander, then Squadron Leader, then Flight Lieutenant, and then Flying Officer.
Quite nice, good. So this rank of Squadron Leader in Air Force is commensurate with what rank in Army and Navy?
Just a second, sir. With Army, it's Major, and with the Navy, it's Lieutenant Commander.
Very good. Quite nice. Tell me the names of any 3 or 4 fighters, 3 or 4 transports, and 3 or 4 helicopters existing now in our Air Force.
So 3 or 4 fighters. There is Mirage 2000, Sukhoi Su-30, Dassault Rafale, and MiG-21, MiG-29. Helicopters, there are Dhruv and Chinook and Chetak, and transport vehicles, sir, I don't know.
Okay. What is the newest aircraft which Air Force has bought recently?
Sir,
Brand new.
newest is Rafale.
Okay. So why do we have to keep on buying new aircraft? Why not make to do with the old ones only? We are working fine.
Sir, I think that growth is the one necessary factor that is important for any organization to be in existence, and India's airspace dominance should expand always. So that is why I think we need new aircrafts and new machinery that is better than before, and this is why we buy new aircrafts.
Okay. Tell me India's neighboring countries with their capital.
Pakistan, sir, I don't know capital. I can't remember capitals.
Just neighboring countries you can tell me.
Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Maldives is there, which is the ocean neighbor.
Nowadays, something is happening in Sri Lanka now. So how is it affecting India, and what is India going to do about it or doing about it?
Sir, Sri Lanka is facing financial emergency right now, and India is extending help to its neighbor by giving loans and by extending help in form of like Sri Lanka is also on the verge of exporting rice. So India has importing rice. So India has exported rice and gave the help in that form also. And India is also helping financially so that the Sri Lankan economy doesn't crash, and they in whatever crisis and emergency they are able to get out of it.
Quite good. Very nice. Who is the Defense Minister of India?
Sir, Ajit Doval. No,
Defense Minister.
no.
That's-
Sorry, sir. Defense Minister is.
Okay, tell me who is Ajit Doval? He's not Defense Minister, but he's holding very important portfolio.
Yes, sir. I am not able to remember right now.
He's National Security Advisor.
Yes, sir.
NS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ajit Doval. Okay, very nice. So we also have somebody called as CDS. Can you tell me who was it?
Sir, he was General Bipin Rawat. He is no more with us, and instead of that seat is currently vacant only, but the deputy chairman is there, Major General Manoj Mukund Narvane. He is there.
Okay, very nice. Very good. Tell me any 3 international news and any 2 national news happening nowadays.
So 3 international, I think the first one that tops the list is Russia-Ukrainian war. Russia has yesterday only announced that we are going to do the World War III. Second one is Sri Lanka facing the financial emergency. Third one is Pakistan yesterday only attacked Afghanistan, and the Taliban have warned Pakistan that they should not do this. 30 civilians in Afghanistan have been killed due to the airstrikes that Pakistan has done. 2 national news that are there are firstly IPL, which is taking place in United Arab Emirates. There are 2 new teams in IPL right now, Gujarat Titans and Lucknow Super Giants. Second one is Indian Air Force recently announced that they'll cancel the deal of Mi-17 helicopters that were taken from Russia because to support the Make in India program.
Okay, quite good. Tell me this Ukraine war, how is it affecting India nowadays?
Sir, Ukraine Ukraine war, India it affected it in the starting very prominently, as there were a lot of Indian students who were stuck in Ukraine, and our armed forces decided to launch Operation Ganga and take out the Indian citizens from Romania so that our students can reach back their home safely.
That's all. Only this is being affected. Nothing else is being
Also,
affected.
of course, sir, the relations that Ukraine wants to, that India should extend their help, and from everyone. This is a very global war that is taking place, and it will affect every country in the world right now. And like the NATO alliances that want Ukraine to come under it, they also are, that is also affecting India. India has not taken any stand in favor of Ukraine or against anyone in the United Nations General Assembly, and it opted out from voting. So this can also
Why is
challenge
neutral?
its
India
position.
stand as a neutral. Why is it afraid of Ukraine or Russia?
No, sir.
Is the India stand so neutral?
Sir, it is because of the diplomatic relations with both of the countries. Like Russia is also a diplomatic friend of India only, so they cannot stand against Russia on a political stage, and this is why India always takes diplomatic decisions to protect its image in the scenario.
What is the latest news about COVID-19? Is it increasing, decreasing, stable?
Sir, it's definitely not stable, and it's definitely not decreasing as well. Sir, it is again emerging with a new variant, and there are like
Same new variant?
so it's Omicron, and the Omicron variant is increasing day by day, and there are recently I saw this news that the Delhi government also have said that if this coronavirus increases, the schools are up to their own whether they want to keep it open or not. It's on their own only. So maybe there is a threat of coming fourth wave of coronavirus in the coming days.
Okay. Lastly, tell me any two areas where you are quite good and any two areas where you feel that you should improve more.
Okay. So firstly, it is that my communication skill is really good. I feel that my communication skill is really good. Due to that, I am able to speak confidently and boldly in front of others. Secondly, is that I feel that I am very determined to achieve my goals, and uh, that determination that it is in me. It um, it helps me to move further towards my goal. And the two areas that I want to improve in is, number one, that my parents have already told me that I am a very talkative person, so I want to reduce that habit in me. And also, I want to increase my knowledge of current affairs and the other things that are happening around me. So I want this habit to inculcate in me so that I start reading newspapers.
Okay, Mahesh, that is as far as your interview is concerned. Okay.
अभी आपने जस्ट एक मॉक इंटरव्यू देखा, आई होप आपको मजा आया, बट मैं चाहता हूँ आप अपने मार्क्स दें। 225 में से मार्क्स दें, आप कितने मार्क्स देंगे? 90 मार्क्स पासिंग मार्क्स होते हैं, क्या आप पासिंग मार्क्स देंगे? पर एक बात याद रखिए, कमेंट में रेदर देन उल्टे सीधे जवाब देने के, अरे ये तो ऐसा या वैसा है, या इंटरव्यू वैसा था, ये था, आप सर की सुने। सर इज द पर्सन जो DIPR से ट्रेन है, इसका मतलब ही इज अ राइट पर्सन टू टेल द फीडबैक। आप अपनी ओपिनियन बना सकते हैं बिल्कुल, बट अपनी ओपिनियन को मैच करें सर के फीडबैक के साथ, तभी काम बनेगा, तभी आप अपनी लाइफ में एक इंप्रूवमेंट देख पाएंगे। इस मॉक इंटरव्यू का एम ही ये है कि आप अपने आप को बेहतर तरह से देख सकें कि आप में क्या कमियां हैं। तो चलिए फीडबैक की तरफ आगे बढ़ते हैं, जानने की कोशिश करते हैं विंग कमांडर राजन कृष्णमूर्ति सर क्या बताना चाहते हैं।
Yes, Nidhi. So, how do you feel you have performed in today's interview?
Sir, I think that I've performed decent.
Not well, or do you think you would have passed? You can pass by this performance?
Sir, I think yes, that I am on the line of passing only.
Okay. Okay, right. So the object of giving a feedback, Smriti, so that you can perform better. Our main aim is that you should perform better in some areas where, you know, as an interviewing officer, I feel that you could have done better. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So remember, in any examination which you go, whether it is SSB or any other examination, you must not forget your goal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The goal. What are your goals? Also, you must not forget your career plans.
Yes, sir.
Because remember, all entrance examinations are actually career based. They are career based plans.
Yes, sir.
So any examiner will be very happy if you tell him some standby career plans. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that being the case, your fluency, of course, is your strong point. You have done very well. Your self-analysis was quite good. But you started off nicely. In the initial phase, we call it as rapport building questions. Started off quite nicely.
Yes, sir.
What happened when you started answering the CIQ questions or the education background question? You started fumbling. Okay. You were not very confident of answering or fluency in questions regarding especially your college. Basically, up to school you were quite good. Okay. The moment you came to college, the fluency started. You started fumbling. Okay. Now, which areas you are fumbling? The academic portion. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So remember, in the SSB, you have to be sincere. Sincerity and frankness is very important. You should not hide anything. So it is always better that you say that my performance has gone down because of my other activities. Give a justification there itself.
Yes, sir.
Now, obviously your performance has gone down. This you did not say. And then when I asked you also through your father's, comment whether your performance in your college has gone down, whether you realize that your performance has gone down, there was no reaction from you. You do not react as if to say that your performance has gone down. You said, okay, fine, no problem, performance तो ऐसी है.
Yes, sir.
This type of attitude, it should not be there.
Okay, sir.
You realize that after 91% in class 12, performance in graduation has gone down to 63. That realization जब नहीं होगा, तो you always obviously cannot improve.
Yes, sir.
जब तक realization नहीं है, तो improvement नहीं हो पाएगा. You did not realize only. So you did not say that.
Okay,
So
sir.
that is something which is very important. You must realize
Okay,
where
sir.
you are making mistakes and take corrective action. That corrective action is what SSB looks for.
Okay, sir.
SSB is not bothered whether your performance in 12th standard has gone down or your graduation performance gone down. No. SSB is looking for corrective action. क्या कर रहे हो? That is more important. That is why you find that in SSB, many people who are getting only 72 in class 12, 70 in class 10, maybe 65 in graduation, clear SSB. Because the realization is important. So that keep in mind, okay?
Okay, sir.
Point number one. Point number two, I asked you, what was the reason for you to take arts in class 11 and 12? That reasoning was not good. You said that you took arts in class 11 and 12 for UPSC, and there itself I got you. UPSC, BSc, BTech, people also clear. Almost in equal level. So is that the reason? You must tell your strengths. Which subject you are strong.
Yes.
Strength is what, identification of strength is what makes it. You must be clear in your mind. कि कौन सा मेरा strong point है and कौन सा मेरा weak point है. This is why this question is asked. If you are not sure, you can't improve.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so your reasoning was not good here. So you lost some marks there.
Yes, sir.
Because you said, but then you said you got confused between options available, career options and career plans. You distinguished both of them. Options and plans are same. When you have plans, then only you look for options. You can't say that I have got options, but I will not do that. Then he will ask you why, and then there itself you will get into problem. So think about the options available and go for it. Who knows where you will strike gold?
Okay, sir.
In my case, my options was medical. I wanted to desperately become a doctor,
Hmm.
but I did not lose sight of other opportunities. Other opportunities like defense was also there. सब कुछ देने के बाद suddenly my option in defense opened. So I went into defense.
Hmm.
If I had only said that no, no, मेरा और कोई option नहीं है, मैं सिर्फ डॉक्टर बनूंगा, 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 I become not even become a chemist, composer also. So open your field of vision.
Okay, sir.
Opportunities. Don't narrow down your opportunities. That is one area. Because you got this mixed up.
Yes, sir.
And I asked you about your friends. I asked you, I have got only one friend. And you did not realize this only. You know, in SSB or in entering officer, the entering officer will give you a chance to correct yourself.
Hmm.
You must have more friends. One friend means you are choosy. You're choosing between one person only.
Hmm.
You have lot of likes and dislikes.
Okay.
But if you have a big group of close friends, you can have 5 close friends. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then you have an option of discussing with many people, opening up with many people. Maybe one person will tell you one thing, another person will tell you something different, which will strike you as a good idea. Ideas of friends is very important for future development because you yourself did not get ideas.
Hmm. Okay, sir.
Open up, make more friends. So social adaptability में एक छोटा सा question mark आ गया. Social adaptability is a OEQ, Office and Employee.
Yes, sir.
Then we came to percentage drop in BA. And you answered properly. You said that my percentage in graduation dropped because I was all the time doing dance only. Then I asked you one question, were you bunking classes? And you were not convincing. So I got the impression that you are not attending college. That you are getting distracted to something else. So that's the reason this type of questions will come. You have to justify why your percentage has gone down. You can say that some subjects you could not understand, you are working on some subject. Always remember, anywhere where you are not doing well, you should always give corrective action. उसको correct find out ways and means to correct a problem which you are facing or finding ideas to correct. That is what SSB is looking for. You were not giving me proper ideas. You just let it go only.
Okay, sir.
डूब रहा है तो डूबने दो. I will do something else. That was right. That you know. That is what SSB is looking for. Then I asked you one situation in which some people are going to some place and you are the head of that particular team and some people become sick. The first and foremost problem which happens to a college group or a school group when they are going outside is to inform the people back, convey the message back, give a feedback back. Feedback को पीछे जाना है. You can't take action on your own. You are not a doctor. Can't give medicines to your teammates. By chance अगर वो medicines overreact किया तो what will happen? And you said that they will not even inform their parents. बड़ों को inform करना कर्तव्य है. Most important thing. That is why you lost maximum marks. यहाँ पे maximum marks चला गया. ये situation reaction test होता है. SR
Yes, sir.
in SR interview में भी देते हैं situation. Whatever be the case, if you are not able to handle, inform people, inform your elders, inform your captain or team member or a school or college. You say that in college nobody will bother. No. That type of an attitude is wrong. They are very much bothered.
Okay, sir.
जब भी कहीं पर मुश्किल आती है, even in case of any games or something, straight away the boss is informed, the boss informs his boss, the communication goes right up to the top. Everybody is in the knowledge. And take advice. बड़ों को advice लेना बहुत important है.
Okay, sir.
This is सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का डेफिनेशन है ये. This is where you lost lot of marks. Okay? I'm telling you areas where you lost lot of marks so that you improve these areas.
Yes, sir.
Who knows? Maybe the same thing must have happened before also. General awareness may find out more about military knowledge, rank structure. Okay, you were confused between theater commands. You said it's existing, not existing. General awareness question 2, your general awareness was quite okay. But analysis was not coming very well. Why certain things are happening? I asked you how India is getting affected by the Ukraine. Many areas India is getting human relations with other countries, United Nations Security Council, United Nations Human Resource. Okay, India was getting pulled from all the sides by the United States, Ukraine. Pressure was coming all over there. Their economy is getting hit. Many areas where India is at present getting hit.
Yes, sir.
You should cover all. You did not cover these areas. So analysis of a particular problem is where you should do well. If you are reading any news, तो news क्यों हो रहा है? What is leading to the situation? Number 2, what is going on in that situation? And number 3, what is the likely outcome? ये तीनों को एक news में clearly बताना है.
Okay.
That means the preamble or the introduction, body and conclusion.
Yes, sir.
You do analysis, you'll find that a very good impression is formed. You straight away. Okay. So I found you to be just below average. That is JBA bolte in the. You got about 74 marks. You are supposed to get 90 marks to pass. But however, quite good effort. Much better. But you need lot of unforeseen errors. So what the unforced errors? Please be very careful about. So I'll summarize. Career options is very important. Justification of your low performance is very important. And if any situation comes where you feel that you are not able to handle, you must inform mentors and general awareness. These are the main areas where you will.
Okay, sir.
मैं उनको रोज सोचता हूँ, मैं उनको रोज सोचता हूँ. वो है अंतिम पगों के निशान.